Hmm. Interesting. Trying something new. I'm recording right now, so we'll see how that works. Hey, this is the raw. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is raw. This is before I went live on Facebook Live. I'm still learning how to mess around with things, so this is raw. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Title. We're going to title this. I keep it real simple. 2 million an hour. What else is there to say about that? All right, am I Crush Goes West? I am? Okay. Let's go live. All right, we're live. What's up, people? This is Crush Goes West. How are you doing today? Hey, if you're watching this live, hit a little comment in it below. Say, hey, I'm here. If you're watching the replay, put a little, hey, I was there. No big deal. Hey, guys, listen, my name is Wes Fisher. Again, welcome to Crush Goes West. I told you before about don't wait until January 1st. If you're waiting until January 1st, you're doing it all wrong, people. If you weren't on our last video, please check out the YouTube link here or here. Check out the YouTube link. Go to YouTube. That's where all the videos are going to be posted. The videos are also shared in this Facebook group, but if you can't find them, just go straight to YouTube. I talked about January 1st is right around the corner, people. And I said, don't wait until January 1st to start crushing your goals right now. Don't wait until January 1st to start setting your goals right now. Let's set goals now. Let's start working on those goals right now. Sorry, I'm working on something. Working on goals right now. Let's start working on goals right now, and then let's go start crushing it. So I want to give you guys some value today. You see the title, $2 million an hour. Whew. Wouldn't that be nice? That's like ridiculous. No one can make $2 million an hour. That's asinine. That's never gonna happen. No one's gonna make, $2 million an hour. But would you be surprised to know that there are a lot of people who make $2 million an hour? Specifically, who I'm talking about right here. Let me pull him up. Jeff Bezos. I talked about him before. If you don't know, as of Black Friday, because of Black Friday, he owns Amazon. If you don't know, Black Friday took his net worth to hit $100 billion. He's now the number one number one person on the Forbes list when it comes to the richest man in the world. So he still hasn't reflected on Forbes list, but he's moved up. So listen, I was doing some research and I wanted to give you guys some value of what I learned a few years ago and what I'm gonna redo here really soon. Jeff Bezos, worth over $100 billion. I did some research. He makes about $2 million an hour. How ridiculous is that? $2 million an hour. I want to do some other research. I looked up, let's see here. If you type in let's say you make $4,000 a month, just for example. If you made $4,000 a month, that's roughly about, if you really did the math, the per hour, that's roughly about, $5 an hour if you're working, 24 hours a day. To put that in perspective, back in 2003, Bill Gates was making about, $2 million a day. In 2003, he was making $2 million a day. Jeff Bezos, fast forward right now, 2017, he's making $2 million an hour. That's crazy. Now, I'm not just putting this video out here just to be like, make you feel, woe is me. I'm not making any money. And you know how I feel about wealth. So if you don't know me, you don't know Wes Fisher, you need to do some research. You know how I feel about wealth. Wealth is important. I'm not talking about being money hungry. I'm talking about understand the value of true wealth and the value of having financial freedom. So here's what I want to get in today. Listen, Jeff Bezos has 24 hours in a day. Jeff Bezos has 60 minutes in an hour. Oprah has 24 hours a day, 60 minutes an hour. Let's see here. Bill Gates, same amount of time. That's surprising. Let's see here. Jeff Bezos. Let's see. Warren Buffett, he's worth $78 billion. He's got 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes in an hour. Mark Zuckerberg, the youngest billionaire, if not the world, definitely United States. He's worth $71 billion now. He's got 24 hours in a day. Larry Ellison. Let's see here. Charles. Let's see here. Don't want to mispronounce the name. We got Elon Musk, my boy with Tesla. Michael Bloomberg. The thing that's crazy, I want to tell you guys that I realized, years ago is that we all have 24 hours in a day. We all have 60 minutes in an hour. Do you think Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett and Oprah and Denzel Washington and this Elon Musk, do you think they're working, 100,000 times, harder than you, and that's why they're making so much money in the hour? Like, the average American's barely making $20 an hour, but they're making, in the millions of dollars an hour. Here's the thing is, guys, they're managing their time correctly. I want to give you some free content. I want to give you some free training today about managing your time, so how we can get your income. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. What's our first goal for 2018 is to make more money than 2017. I don't mean $1 more. I don't mean $10 more. I want you to make a significant amount more money in 2018 than you made in 2017. But let me give you the steps that I've learned to how to do that first. The first thing you guys want to do, I did this, and I'm actually going to redo it now that I'm doing it with you. I did this years ago. I want to say 6 or 7 years ago. I found out that what's important is you need to do some time management. I know that's a scary word, and believe me, it's hard to really put that word into a quick Facebook Live, but let me tell you what I mean. You need to understand how to manage your time to get value out of every single hour. I'm not saying do more. I got this all wrong. I started 2017 all wrong. 2017, guys, I literally have like 5 jobs. Literally 5 jobs, probably 2 companies. I was doing 7 different things, and I was really working, 5 different jobs. But guess what? There's only one Wes Fisher. There's only one you. So if you got 2 or 3 jobs, 2 or 3 jobs is for 2 or 3 people. You're doing it wrong. You need to have 2 or 3 multiple income streams. I don't care if you're making $100, a day, or you're making $100 a month from some other random thing you're doing online. You need to have those. You need to have income streams that are paying you money, not 5 or 6 jobs. So what I realized, years ago is that I need to also manage my time. There's so many people that who you are. You're watching, I don't even know the name of shows because I don't watch shows too often. Real Housewives of New York or Atlanta, whatever it's called. Power. What's that one show called? United Dynasty? Kingdom? The one with Terrence Howard. I can't even think of the name of the show. But there's all these shows out there that people are watching. They're spending their time. They're working their 9 to 5s. They're getting home. They're tired. They want to go to sleep. They watch the show. They go to bed. There's time in your day to make some money. I don't care. The good thing about me being on Facebook Live is that I can give it to you straight. I don't care if you disagree with me or not. There is time in your day. I don't care if there's, hour or 2 hours. There is time in your day. My thing is, if you don't have 10 minutes for yourself, then you don't have a life. You heard me right. If you don't have 10 minutes for yourself, you don't have a life. If you can't get up and, pray for 10 minutes, read a book for 10 minutes, I don't care, meditate for 10 minutes. If you don't have 10 minutes in your life, then you need to listen right now and change what you're doing right now. You need to reshape what you're doing for 2018. You need to get locked and laser focused, because if you ain't got 10 minutes, you don't got a life. But let me show you how to get to 10 minutes. Let me show you how to change your income. If you can't see this right here, this is a grid that has all the time in the day. It goes from 5 a.m. to probably 4:45 a.m. So 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. This is 24 hours in a day. Now, I did this about 6 or 7 years ago, and you can choose. You can track your time every 15 minutes, or you can track your time every half hour. This is going to take work. This is not something you're going to do for the rest of your life. This is something you want to do literally. This is a whole week. I'm going to do a whole week. I say start off with a few days. Try to do this for, 2 or 3 days in a row. I'm going to do a week. I'm going to give you a whole week sheet. And what you're going to do is every 15 minutes, you're going to write down what you're doing. If you're at work, go ahead and put work. The more detail you have, the better. The squares are really small, so you can't write a lot. We're not talking about writing a novel every 15 minutes. You're going to set an alarm on your phone, and every 15 minutes it goes off, you're going to write something down. You will be surprised how many times, when I first did this when I was in college, you'll be surprised how many times I said, still sitting in front of my computer. 15 minutes later, still sitting in front of my computer. 15 minutes later, still sitting in front of my computer watching YouTube. Still watching YouTube. Getting up, sitting at the couch. 15 minutes later, sitting at the kitchen table. You'll be surprised how many 15-minute increments of time that goes to waste. You'll be surprised what you can do in 15 minutes. A lot of people, the biggest problem with our world today is people don't have focus. People can't stay locked and loaded and focused. Hey, I don't know how long this Facebook Live is going to be. I like to keep them short, but I guarantee you, if this Facebook Live goes over 5 minutes, people are tuning out. People are Xing out of this thing. They're not watching it, and that's okay. No big deal. If you don't watch it, no big deal. But our attention span is so short, you don't realize how many 15 minutes goes to waste. So when I did this years ago, I realized after a day, I saw 3 hours of me in front of YouTube. I saw 2 hours of me in front of my TV, an hour in front of my Xbox, and I was in college at the time. So I was taking, a full load, but I was probably, in class 2 hours a day, 1 hour a day. And I was like, I got no time. I can't work out. I'm fat. I can't exercise. I ain't got any time. I can't eat right. I don't have time to cook. Nor do we have stoves in college. But I don't have time to cook. I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to do this. And then when I looked at my chart, here's the thing. Here's a quote. Keep this. If you're taking notes, write this down. Those things that you track get managed. If you don't track it, it doesn't get managed. So things that you track get managed. If you heard the saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So the thing is, when you start tracking your time, when you start keeping track and seeing where your time is going, it works the same. If you start tracking your calories, some people agree with counting calories, some people don't. I don't care. If you start tracking calories, you're going to start losing weight. If you start tracking how much money you spend every day, you start tracking how many dollars you debited today on your card, how many credit cards you swiped up, how much money you spent every single day. If you tracked it for a week and looked at it, you will blow your mind, and then you will finally start to be able to manage your weight. You'll be able to manage your finances. You'll be able to manage your time. But you see the title of this, $2 million an hour. I want to get you to $2 million an hour. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to track your time. Because when you start tracking your time, then you can start taking it to the next step. So this is going to be a whole system, guys. I got you a whole training system that I'm giving you guys right now. You saw this first step of, setting your goals, getting ready for the new year. If you're listening to this after the new year, it doesn't matter. Setting your goals today, setting your goals right now. The next step is tracking your time. Get this done in a week. Get this done today. If you look at this video, if you're watching this replay, I don't know where it's posted, there's definitely a link to my friend's page who has a good chart. There's plenty of charts out there. You can Google, 168-hour time tracking chart, 168 hours in a week, by the way. There's plenty of charts out there for free. This is my friend. Go to her page and, download hers, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're free. Check out this chart and start keeping track. Now, listen, the next step I'm going to show you after you get that done is that I want to show you how to eliminate things, how to automate things, and how to delegate things. I'm not going to go into it right now. You got to take it one thing. What did I say before? To eat an elephant, you got to eat an elephant one bite at a time. So I'm not going to tell you how to get to 2 million right now. The first thing I'm going to tell you is, I am telling you how to get there, but the first thing I'm telling you is track your time. I'm giving you the sheet for free. Download it. Print it out today. You know what my friend says best? Don't wait to start a new, thing you want to do on Monday. Don't wait until Monday. Don't wait until Monday morning, I'm going to start eating right. Monday morning, I'm going to start managing my money. Monday morning, don't wait. Just like don't wait until January 1st. Don't wait until Monday morning. Print it out right now. This is a 24-hour rolling 24 hours. So it's right now, as I'm recording this, it's 5:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm actually going to start this tonight in the next hour or two after I do some other things online. But I'm going to start tonight. I'm going to start probably around 7 p.m. Boom. And I'm going to have a timer on my phone every 15 minutes. Now, you can do every half hour. There's a sheet for half hour and 15 minutes. If your phone chiming every 15 minutes is just too much for you, then hey, do every half hour. I'm going to do every 15 minutes. And obviously when I'm asleep, I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to track. I went to sleep at this time. I got up at this time. But every 15 minutes, my little Fitbit's going to rumble. I'm going to get a notification. I'm going to go, oh yeah. And it takes 2 seconds. Write down what you're doing. So listen, guys. This is the next step that you want to do. You want to track your time. I said January 1st is right around the corner. Let's get it going. Let's set our goals now. Let's start crushing our goals right now. And right now, let's set our time. And the reason I told you again, Jeff Bezos, let's look at it again. Jeff Bezos, he's making $2 million an hour. He's been managing his time for a while. And don't think, oh, well, of course he's making a lot of money. He owns Amazon. He bust his butt to get to Amazon and to build this company and do things. That's one thing I hate when people say. It's like, well, of course, Bill Gates is making a lot of money. Of course, Oprah's making a lot of money. Of course, Denzel's making a lot of money. Do you know Denzel's story? Do you know Oprah's story? Do you know Bill Gates' story? Do you know Elon Musk's story? Elon, who owns Tesla, he was putting 100 hours in a week working on his businesses. Elon Musk, even before PayPal, he had other businesses that failed, that didn't work, and he was putting in time and time and time. Eventually, he built PayPal and was putting 100 hours a week in, eventually sold PayPal, and even to get Tesla off the ground, he almost went bankrupt. He's a billionaire. He almost went bankrupt because Tesla, this automatic electric car thing, wasn't, who knew it was going to work? Right now, it's working, but who knew it was going to work? So understand, don't think of, oh, look where they are now. That person's a millionaire. That person's a billionaire. There's no way I can get from where I'm at right now in my life to there. Don't think that. The shortest way to get there, by the way, is a straight line. Don't do this. And I'm going to do another talk about this. Don't do this wobbly line. One day you're up. One day you're down. One day you're up. Some days you're going after it. Some days you're like, I'm just going to take it easy for 2 days. The fastest way to get there is a straight line. I got people that I train and I talk to have gotten to incredible results in very short times. I got people that I've trained who are making thousands of dollars a month in a short amount of time. I'm talking about 90 days. You can go from today, 90 days from now, be making an extra $1,000 a month. Be making an extra $2,000 a month. Huh. I just got 15,000 steps when I'm sitting here. So obviously these Fitbits are not that accurate and I'm talking a lot in my hand. So I probably just got 500 steps sitting here waving my hand around. So that's not too accurate. But anyway, what gets tracked gets managed. So at least I'm trying to track it. Anyway, you guys want to track what you're doing. You want to track the hours you got in your day. And when you start tracking those things, guys, that's when you can really start making some things happen. So the link below, grab your free tracking sheet. Stay with me. Hey, like I said, post your guys' goals below. If you want some goals for 2018, post them below. Let me know what your goals are. Let me know how I can best help you. Reach out to me. Say hello. Tell me what you need. I'm going to be posting content every single week to make sure you crush goals and take chances. This is Wes Fisher. I'm signing out. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Peace.